Preview, Brighton vs Man City, prediction, team news, lineups, Premier League, Game Week 34. Team news and probable lineups. Brighton continue to grapple with a prolonged absence of key personnel, with Solly March, knee, Kaoru Mitoma, back, and Jack Hinshelwood, foot, still on the sidelines. Additionally, the imminent clash on Thursday is poised to arrive too early for James Milner, thigh, Adam Webster, unspecified, and Tariq Lamptey, muscle, to make their return to action. The Seagulls suffered another setback last week when Pervis Estupinan limped off with an ankle concern during the first half of their encounter with Burnley. His availability for the upcoming fixture remains uncertain, as does that of Enciso, knock, Ferguson, ankle, and Billy Gilmour, knee, all of whom are nursing their own injury worries. Should Estupinan be deemed unfit to feature, Igor Julio or Valentin Barco, the latter of whom was previously linked with a move to Manchester City before joining Brighton, could be tasked with filling the left-back position. Meanwhile, the selection conundrum persists in the attacking department, with Ansu Fati vying for a starting berth alongside the likes of Simon Adingra, Facundo Buonanotte, Adam Lallana, and João Pedro, having found the net in the reverse fixture at the Etihad Stadium. Man City's team news. Turning attention to Man City, uncertainties linger over the availability of their prolific marksman Erling Haaland, who sat out the FA Cup semi-final last weekend due to a lingering muscle complaint. Haaland's absence from Tuesday's training session, alongside the absence of the informed Phil Foden, raises doubts over their involvement in Thursday's clash. Manager Pep Guardiola may opt for rotation to mitigate the effects of fatigue among his squad, with Rodri expressing his need for a rest despite the likelihood of him retaining his place in midfield. Bernardo Silva, who recently voiced concerns over his left hamstring and right calf, is also under scrutiny ahead of kickoff. Defensively, Guardiola faces decisions regarding the workload of John Stones and Ruben Dias, both of whom had their minutes managed in the previous fixture. Nonetheless, they remain in contention for starting berths against Brighton, alongside the likes of Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji, and Kevin De Bruyne, who have overcome minor injury concerns in recent weeks. Data analysis. Over the last 7 encounters at Brighton's home turf, the Seagulls have clinched victory once, settled for draws on 2 occasions, while Man City emerged triumphant 4 times, leading to a goal difference of 19-7 in favor of the visitors. Expanding the scope to the last 15 matchups, Brighton's solitary win is overshadowed by Man City's dominance, with the citizens claiming victory in 12 encounters. The goal disparity further underscores their superiority, with Man City netting 38 goals compared to Brighton's 10. Recalling last season's clashes, a stalemate ensued in Brighton with a 1-1 scoreline, while Man City comfortably secured a 3-1 victory on home turf. The Citizens currently enjoys a commendable 3-game winning streak in the Premier League. Did you know that Brighton tends to unleash their offensive prowess late in the game, with 27% of their goals occurring between the 76th and 90th minutes? Similarly, Man City boasts a knack for late-game heroics, with 24% of their goals materializing during the same time frame. Despite their recent struggles, Brighton's scoring prowess dwindles, as they fail to find the back of the net in their last 4 outings. Conversely, Man City remains resolute on their travels, boasting an unblemished record of 12 away matches without defeat. Both teams have encountered difficulties in finding the net on the road, with Brighton and Man City failing to score in 2 out of their 15 away fixtures in the Premier League this season. João Pedro stands as Brighton's leading goal scorer with 8 goals, while Erling Haaland has been prolific for Man City, finding the net 20 times. When it comes to providing assists, Pascal Gross leads the charge for Brighton with 10 assists, while Julian Alvarez has been instrumental in setting up goals for Man City, with 9 assists to his name. Discipline has been a concern for Buonanotte Facundo, who has accumulated 7 yellow cards for Brighton, whereas Rodri has received 8 yellow cards for Man City. Despite their defensive solidity, Man City has conceded goals in each of their last 5 matches, albeit maintaining a streak of scoring in 6 consecutive fixtures. Analyzing halftime performances, Pep's team exhibits superiority, leading in 49% of their matches compared to Brighton's 32%. In their recent encounters, Man City has held the upper hand, winning 4 out of the last 5 meetings against Brighton in all competitions, including their latest encounter where they secured victory by a solitary goal. Brighton's chances of winning significantly increase when they take an early lead at home, clinching victory in 73% of such instances. Conversely, Man City displays resilience when trailing away from home, managing to secure victory in 50% of matches where they concede the first goal. Statistically, Man City has outperformed Brighton in the Premier League, evident from their superior performances in recent matches and their head-to-head record. In conclusion, Man City holds the upper hand in their upcoming encounter with Brighton, boasting superior goal-scoring capabilities and a history of dominance in previous matchups.